an intro, but here's future me saying, hello, welcome to my vlog. This is classroom setup day 5. I am a special education teacher in a little school in Wisconsin. I have 13 students now, just a wide variety of ages and abilities. I'm the K through 5 special education teacher. I am the one, I am the only, and I just rock out any sort of situation. We are super flexible here, and welcome to my classroom setup. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing down below, but let's get into this video, guys. So such a good training at this other school. This is the newest district in our school. It was built 2 summers ago, so it was just built with this new technology, and then they've been slowly implementing it into other buildings. And so this summer was our turn to get the new smart boards and the new docking stations and the new computers, which unfortunately my new computer is here, which means I have to get all my stuff off my MacBook and give it back and now have a Dell. It's so sad. I'm happy to get the smart board though, because our smart boards were like 12 years old. So it'd be really cool to have that new technology, and we were learning how it works, and it seems really cool. But I'm sad to give back my Mac. But went to Subway because I forgot that there is a Subway like really close to that school. So we are going to be here a while because we won't be hungry. So we're going to go inside, get together our book area. Our supply order might be here too. And then if the computer portion is set up at my desk, I can get started over there. I think the smart boards aren't installed till next week, but we'll just see what happens. So here's a little overview. This is the monitor that'll go with the smart board eventually. Some of these chairs are mine. Some of these chairs are not mine. This is mostly fine. This is all my supply order stuff, so we can talk about that later. Dear old smart board eventually, you know, going on the wall. Computer land. So we'll have to deal with some of this. A lot of this is desk stuff, decor stuff that goes on my shelves over here, and then like this is my pocket chart holder that holds my curriculum, which goes like right here. And then we have cozy stuff, random assorted junk. Didn't bring the ladder back apparently, and all the books that need the labels. So I'm gonna eat my lunch first, and then we will decide what we're gonna do with this lovely mess. So just a simple cold cut combo: chocolate chip cookies and Doritos. My janitor put the swing up for me last week. Some of the poles were missing randomly, so I'm gonna go see if he actually found the rest of them. So I'm thinking first order of business will be to deal with this box, which is just supplies, I think. It's not very exciting, but very necessary supplies. So we've got sheet protectors, fix some of the old ones I've got where the plastic is ripping or it's just really faded or kids have been writing on it. Just need some more. 3 boxes of those. Box of Flair pens for myself. Box of Flair pens for my para. Velcro. You need a lot of Velcro as a special ed teacher. New dry erase board markers, and then my ink pads for my stamps are getting really dried out, so I got 2 blue, 2 red, 2 black, 2 green, some AA batteries for my wireless remote, 1 C battery. Why would I order just 1 C battery? Currently I need 1 C battery. Do I remember what it's for? No. Pencils! Good old Ticonderoga. These are the normal. And then I got some of the bigger for my younger kids that still need assistance with holding and getting their proper pencil grip. So what's crazy is that what I just showed you is $100, but well, most of it's the Velcro. So I'm gonna put this away real quick. So these next boxes is stuff I ordered with curriculum money. Do I remember what I ordered? No, but scissors. That went well. Okay, now that I have pieces of foam everywhere, I got these finger focus highlighters for my students to use when they're reading. Put your finger in the little loop and it highlights the section or the word that they're on. If I can find any of this stuff, I'll link it down below because I'm sure I'll be using it a lot this year. So these are just the flashcard / crayon holders they have at Walmart. I got this last year for 50 cents. They generally have the clear ones for $1 until the end of back to school season where they're getting rid of the colored ones they don't normally carry. So I bought this last year, had no use for it, and now I have a use for it. So most of my boxes that I ordered with curriculum have my school's name on them, but like this one right here doesn't. So there is a chance that it's from my Amazon wish list. Nicest box, it's got a movie on it. It is Lydia Johnson. Aw, Lydia's been a subscriber of mine for a long time. Thank you so much, Lydia. She got me the What is the Constitution? Who was Walt Disney? What was the Great Depression? What was the Holocaust? What was the Lewis and Clark expedition? And what was the Vietnam War? So Lydia wrote a cute little note too. It just says prayers this year is less stressful, and I am hoping so too. I'll be able to show you guys today how I'm putting these in my classroom library. The only sad thing about my classroom library system right here is I go by author's last name. If you're a student and you're looking for all the who was or the what is books, they're not all together, but you can generally find them from the little who question mark in the corner. So a lot of my kids that like history are gonna love these. Thanks so much again, Lydia. So we're gonna need to label these along with the rest of our books in this corner. Oh, dominoes. I was playing a math game with a student probably about May last year and realized that most of the dominoes were missing, so we couldn't even play the game properly. So got some dominoes this year. I don't think I'll keep it in this container though, because it won't stack very well with the rest of my containers. Maybe they'll fit in a flat one. I have a bunch of students in 4th grade this year, and we're trying to do a lot of the gen ed curriculum along with some intervention in areas that they need. So I know that fractions are going to be so hard. So I got some little flip books so that they can each have their own little flip book and we can work through it together. And then I also got this Pop and Learn letters and numbers game for some of my 1st grade friends. Just need a little practice on our numbers, and this kind of reminded me of the game Trouble. I think this little popper thing right here will make the games so fun. And then I follow JC Kathleen on Instagram, and she had this game that she used for one of her early childhood friends that needs help with like fine motor, and I thought this was just wonderful, and I wanted it too for some of my friends that need help with fine motor. So I got this Get Ready to Write gumball grab game, and then I also grabbed this mermaid border. Before I had this in mind, I was gonna do mermaid back there, but I'll do my board or my door in the hallway in a mermaid theme. These are two baloos that you can use to listen to yourself when you're reading. Had some students using them so much last year that they broke, so I needed some new ones for reading time. I have a new digital timer. I use these for like timing breaks or like timing behaviors, just sometimes timing math problems too. All sorts of things. I believe these are magnetic too. Yeah. They were magnetic. You can just stick them on the whiteboard, or you can clip it to your belt and time all sorts of things. I don't know why I have two, but I have two books, Behavior Solutions for the Inclusive Classroom. See Behavior, look it up. I guess I will give one to my para. It is literally the same book. I only ordered one. Winners don't whine, and whiners don't win. A lot of whining in my room. And then I got this Avalanche Fruit Stand, a color matching fine motor skills game, working on our fine motor skills, obviously. And then I like to do sensory boxes with kinetic sand, and so kinetic sand is kind of expensive, so I bought a set of kinetic sand, and it's like a construction theme, so that is gonna be super fun for some of my students to clean up the mess. So I really like putting my games and activities like this in containers like this. So that means we need to put our desk stuff back. Progress has been made, my friends. My little teacher area is looking good. It is quite bright. So all of my assorted stuff is picked up. Stuff is back where it used to be. My little decor moment is back to at least semi what I remember. Two important things to note. I have this for incident recording. So Anything that needs to be recorded for legality issues, just grab it right off the clip right there. And then right here we have our lovely on-call nurse that you have to roll if you've been injured by a student. So keep that there. And then we got my desk area. I'm watching Emma Elementary right now, eating some popcorn. Just called a parent. Finished my Subway. Almost done with my Coke. I always get no ice, so it tastes fine. And then here's the desk drawer situation. So this is like all my like pens, my pencils, my watch charger. The phone charger is still missing somewhere. I just have, you know, everything I'm normally using, whiteout, Sharpies, tape, stuff like that. This drawer is just a lot of like writing utensils, staples, push pins, extra stuff. Crazy hair day. This drawer is basically just assorted paper, assorted teacher notepads because I love stationery, quick slips, which is what we use for recording behavior incidents. I have our Eagle Eye tickets, which is for our PBIS systems. My push pins are in here. I've got some crayons, some gel pens, some more little push pins. So if I use like a behavior card or something with a student and they earned like a punch, they'll get a punch. Just kind of depends what kind of systems we're using with that student. I have child locks on here because at one time had a kid getting into all sorts of my stuff. And then right here we have like, these are for the ball chairs. I've got screwdrivers, I've got a hammer, nails, tape measure, my little squeegee tool. Just a lot of stuff I don't want kids getting into. So often this is the only one that's actually locked and the other three are unlocked. And then I'm gonna put the monitor over there on top of this. I'm assuming it'll fit. My old computer monitor fit on there. I don't know about the cord situation, and I think that's why it's still over there, is for the smartboard to be here, and then the monitor will go over here, and hopefully the cords, you know, reach around there and come all the way over here, because just like that's what it's done in the past. We need some tunes. Memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, spend my time running around. So my weekend video is uploading. My phone is very dead, so it is charging on my light up phone charger. This is not the one that I normally use. It's just what I got. But now that the desk situation is dealt with, the decor corner is dealt with, pretty much the main thing that's left to do is to get the library situation under control. So first we're going to start out with the books that I got from Lydia. I'll show you guys how I mark my classroom library books as my own, how I label them in the classroom, and I need to figure out which stickers I need to buy more of at Staples or try to print my own here. We got a new color printer, so that'll be fun trying to hook it up just so that I can get my labels. So this is what I use. We go in this beautiful closet over here that last year was a dump ground, but this year is very nice, very organized. At least this side is. This side is still keep that closed. Don't want to deal with it. So when you're library labels, the lighting is so pretty over here. It's basically like a window tape covering. It basically just filters in the light in like a rainbow pattern. It's just so pretty. It's honestly the best to be here in the evenings when the sun is going down just because of this. I wish the sun in the morning would do this, but I'm on the wrong side of the building for it. But it's pretty and very distracting, so probably a good thing that it's in the afternoon. But library stuff. So first thing I do with my library books like this, I have a little stamp that I bought on Etsy that says from the library of Miss Shear. So I stamp the books with black ink. So then the inside says from the library of Miss Shear. And then if I ever do want to give a book away because I have too many or maybe it's getting worn down and I don't want to throw it away, but I knew a kid would love it, I'll just cross it out and say to the library of the student that I'm giving it to. That way they can still see that it's mine, but it's crossed out and now it's theirs. So my name is stamped in the book, and this book is by Whitney Stewart. So I'm going to get my S's from inside of my lovely bin. I think I'm eventually going to do like just a whole classroom tour. A couple people have asked me, and then I'll talk a little bit more in depth about my classroom library then. Just because I feel like I talked a little bit about it in my last video, I'm talking a little bit about it now. And my dad was having some very serious fishing time this week, and he didn't get around to finishing exactly everything on that book display he was working on. So next week it is. Maybe it'll be ready by then, hopefully. So I've got my S's, Whitney Stewart. take one off. Put it on this bottom spine. Try to center the S on there. It's a little harder when the chapter books are a little bit smaller. So just like that. And then to make sure that it really lasts, I have this special tape. I think it's like 1.5 inch tape, you know, like wider than normal tape. And it fits perfectly over these labels. So I just put the tape over the label. And voila, I did it. So I have quite the mess. Let me show you the mess. So got those to do. These to do. What in the world? We got some of these ones. We got the stack right here. There's some right there. It's gonna take a while, so I'm not gonna record it or anything. I'm gonna put on some music and pound through this. So it's 7 o'clock. I'm not quite done with my mess here, but we're doing a playground event tomorrow at our school, and I was kind of on the fence if I was going to go or not, but it's at 4 o'clock, so I'll go to the playground event and then work in here for a couple more hours afterwards, and I should have the library area like dealt with by then, hopefully. I don't know how long the event's going to last. That's just my hope. But yeah, that means I get to leave work a little earlier tomorrow, which I'm not mad about. So I will see you guys tomorrow. It is a toasty hot day, everyone. Welcome back. It is Thursday, August 19th. Our playground celebration party opening thing is tonight. It's a little after 2 now. I just got back from Starbucks and Taco Bell. Between 2 and 5, they have dollar freezies, so got one of those, and a cheesy gordita crunch and cinnamon twist, and also a brownie warmed up. So I'm gonna go home, eat this really quick, change into shorts. I've got my Walmart shirt on because I just worked 8 a.m. to 2, and now I'm ready to go home, change, get to school. So I'll see you guys there.
Bringing forward this project here.
I am so hot and sweaty. I was outside for a couple hours with our playground dedication, and it is still like 90 degrees, which is really hot for Wisconsin. Not like that 100-degree stuff that you see in like Florida or like South Carolina, southern states like that, but it's still very hot for us. So working in my classroom for maybe like an hour, and then I'll go home at 6 o'clock now. I just don't have any plans besides going home and watching TV, so like an hour here will be fun. I feel like some people struggle with like their work-life balance, and for me, I guess I'm used to juggling it because I've been at Walmart for 10 years. I worked through college, and now this is my 5th year teaching, and I'm still working at Walmart. So I feel like I'm pretty good at balancing like the work-life situation. I have 0 tips to give though. It just comes to me naturally. This is one of the games I got for my curriculum money. It is a pop and learn letters and numbers game. So one side is the letter, one side is the number. I really like putting games and stuff in containers like these, as well as I have the thin ones. I don't see one over here at this exact moment, but they're like a little bit smaller. But I like those for more just board game card games. More of my reading fine motor games, I prefer them being in a little bit bigger containers, and also ones that have good latches, because in case of a child in crisis, then if it gets thrown, the whole thing is thrown and not just like little pieces everywhere. Whereas like over here, you can see I have like some of them are in drawers, and that's just a lot of like bigger actual reading things that aren't very fun for the kids. So they're not like digging around in it. And most of my kids, I've had them long enough that they're pretty respectful of all my belongings. So like the board game is like this. So we have the numbers on the one side, letters on the other. So I'm a big fan of having like the game board, put it in there, and then also like the pieces. So then the students aren't having to worry about like putting them back in the bags or putting it back in the box, and they can't get the cardboard box on the correct way. They just have to worry about getting it back in the container, which is always clearly labeled by me eventually. We'll see if I get it all labeled by the beginning of the school year. I feel like I'm ahead of schedule compared to last year. I feel like my classroom is mostly put together, and it's just like the books and some of like the Halloween stuff that I bought, and just some like other random poster light situations, and then the giant smartboard in my room that is not helping matters. And honestly, I'll probably use this popper for more than just this game, because how fun is that? So they rolled a 3, so they would jump 3. Yes, I'm very excited for this. Honestly, I would order more of these too. So fun. So I was convinced I was done with my library area, and I just moved a couple more things in preparation to show you what I finished today and then getting ready to go, and I found more books. So Not done yet, and I have a whole bunch of stuff coming from my Amazon wish list from my friends and family in real life, not my internet friends. And a lot of my like Walmart coworker family commented that they bought something for me too, which is like so kind of them, so thankful. So I'm gonna have some more books coming in. Probably next time I come in, I'll have more labels. So the work never ends with Library Land, but that's okay. So here's what we got so far. So label-wise, I need labels for P and Q. Everything else I've got. So these are P's and Q's that need little labels. I'll have to reprint. This is the stack I just found today. Haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with the kinetic sand so that it doesn't get literally everywhere. So it's just chilling there for now. The roof used to leak. That's why I have a bucket. I don't know what I'm going to do with the bucket, but it sure is pretty. Little assorted rug, cozy things. My little teacher area is looking absolutely wonderful. If the book display fits perfectly and I have room here for the 4 cube, I'm gonna get 2 more of these little math manipulative drawers, or I'll take some from over here and do something else with the reading ones. As you can see, I never did labels last year, got lazy. This entire wall is just like so pleasing and welcoming when you walk in, and it's only getting better with the piece of furniture here, piece of furniture here. It's just so pretty. I have my Halloween stuff I need to buy a bin for. I thought I had an extra, but I don't, so it'll be ones like this. Eventually, I'll have one for every single week of the school year. I think that's my hope, so a theme per week. We got a lot of room to go up. So most of this is Halloween stuff, and then I do have a couple other like Dollar Tree ice tray sort of things that I've bought that just has to get stored in my little bins back here. This is a body sock, a pillow, more books. Hopefully they have labels. Some lights, a foundations poster. Probably, yeah, fell down. This area, it's a work in progress. What can I say? Pocket chart. As I've said before many times, want to deal with this. I'll figure it out someday. Over here is beautiful, except for the chairs that aren't mine. And then we have all my bins that are empty that I'm still dealing with. This one, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the sensory bins I normally use that are stored under there. So eventually I'll do the first week of school stuff and get it ready for that too. I have the rainbow pocket charts I need to still do the secret password for. I have my little bin things right here that I'm gonna use for students' money, so that needs their names. Just some extra bins. Erasers. We've got our little over the door hanger. I'll have to figure out how to attach it to the door. But yeah, we're looking good. So next time I'll be in here will be Wednesday. That is the last day before actual contract time. And then on Thursday, we start actual contract time getting paid. I know Thursday in the morning, we have like a district-wide breakfast presentation sort of thing at the high school, which I'm very surprised is actually in person and it's not digital, but I like free breakfast, so I'm excited. And then I think the afternoon is just building meetings and work time in our classroom. I'm hoping Wednesday that the majority of my piles and clutter will be dealt with. So then on Thursday, I can just stroll in here, give my para a couple of the Velcro tasks that I've discussed before, and then just focus on like paperwork and getting IEP at a glances ready for our teachers and stuff. Most of the time, the teachers don't need it anyways because we are a small school and they know the kids really well. But we do have several new teachers to the building this year, so they don't know the kids at all. So I do have to pay special attention to those. And then I can work on like hallway displays or just organizing drawers, paperwork sort of thing. I don't have any IEPs due till like November. Great planning on my part. So usually the first entire month of school is pretty chill for me. I don't have any major paperwork or anything. It's just getting into the curriculum, helping the kids, and making behavior plans if they arise. And so I've been here for 5 years. I feel like I'm very confident with the standards in all 6 grades and the curriculums. We haven't adopted any new curriculums. Next year we'll have a reading curriculum, I think. So that'll be something new to learn for all 6 grades. But I'm just feeling very confident, and you know, I was thinking that this would be an easy year for me, but I do have a couple new students that will certainly make life interesting, but I'm always up for bettering myself as a teacher, and the more diverse students I have with their abilities and their needs just kind of makes me a better teacher. So I'm going to end this video on that note. I am so excited to come back on Wednesday. Not really excited to do my Walmart stuff because it's inventory week and life is crazy. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. Thanks for staying. Comment down below your favorite Pete the Cat book. I have several students that are obsessed with Pete the Cat. And what's your favorite? They like the white shoes, stepped in mud, brown shoes, brown shoes. That's not how it goes. I need to reread the book. But anywho, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.